folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hand off to the right side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Heading left after the handoff. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Direct snap to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards.
It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Same tailback, another carry. Breaking tackles. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
First down here for this offense. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Defense not pressing this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes him one of the top backs in the country.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window and pick up a nice gain.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado. Much needed scorecard. They're trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They're continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football, and teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Finding space at the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end end zone, that is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Look out. He's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, LSU. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team now set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And the Buffaloes come to the line in a hurry-up. Second down, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. And the Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And the back now goes in motion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, they're going to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Crosses the 10. Touchdown Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass falls incomplete. And the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The game makes it second and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. And the defense has picked up the football going the other way.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Gives it to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
LSU now operating in the red zone.
42 Spider.
Trying to find room. It's Johnson. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that short completion.
Let's go.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Still down by double digits in the Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Contact as he let the ball go. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. The 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, LSU.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Throws it to the right. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 10. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feed him the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Jackrabbit. Cut it. Cut it. Bring it down.
And now the handoff. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Tries to get it to the running back. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Chris, much like we saw in the first first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down.
Set. Hut. Black 24. Black 24. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Ready up.
That completion makes it second and medium.
Igloo. Igloo.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback looking to scramble. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement.
Ready.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Cobra.
And the single back takes the handoff. Touchdown, LSU. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Important 2nd down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Ready.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
Clear. Clear. Basic.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Acorn. Set. Under.
4th down. He's throwing for it. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with 1st and goal.
Pound 55 weak.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Squirrel.
Back to throw again. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Lasso.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Enough for a 1st down at the 37.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And that that run good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Here's the second down play. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. See what the call is on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Johnson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They go with a direct snap. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Caught near the goal line. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with the first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. On the run, he'll let it go. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets the challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win